Hello, I'm a BX Toycat and welcome back to the video. So let's talk about gold farms in Minecraft. Particularly, I want to talk to those who don't already have your own gold farms, because I want to go through 5 reasons I think you need a gold farm if you don't already have one. Because yeah, gold farms are one of the most fun things to build in Minecraft Survival, as well as one of the most rewarding. And I figured rather than just saying, oh, it's so cool and it gives you gold, which is nice, I figured why not go through 5 actual reasons I think you need a gold farm. And that's exactly what I'm doing in today's video. Hopefully you all do enjoy it. If you do like the video, like and let me know, because it helps out the channel, and lets me know you do like, again, these sorts of videos about giant projects you can build in your Minecraft Survival. But with that said, let's get straight into it, shall we? And let's start the very first reason I think you need a gold farm, which is to do with the actual building process itself. So obviously, if you've built in Survival before, you're no stranger to the fact that building anything is kind of fun. It's kind of satisfying. The bigger, the more satisfying it is when it gets finished. This is the sort of thing that's already a big project by itself, because you have to just, to get anywhere near efficient gold farm, you have to dump so many resources into it. So it has to be one of your biggest builds you're going to build, which is a really, it means it can take a lot of time to do, but when you're going to be finished, it's going to just feel like a really cool thing. Even being halfway through this thing right here, so again, it's not quite as finished as like, the giant sugarcane farm over there, it's not quite as finished as my giant cobblestone cube, but when you look at this stuff, you're just like, yeah, that's kind of cool. And imagine this being the same, a giant netherrack cube filled with nether portals. Isn't that a cool thing you wish that you could have built in the past? But yeah, that's a thing that you get to feel like when you've done this. So yeah, just the first point here is to do with the fact that it's really, really fun to have built something, and it's actually fun to work on it too. I think so anyway, and hopefully, or if you played Minecraft Survival, you probably do agree with that. But moving on to the second point here, which is to do with the actual, process of building it itself. Basically, when you build something like this, so bear in mind, I'm using a netherrack cube too, but when you build something like this, you use a lot of resources you don't usually get to use. So, first of all, again, we've got ice here because it means no mobs will spawn, but you can do whatever you want. So I'm using ice here, mix of netherrack, mix of obsidian, mix of ladders. How many other builds use those combination of things? I think the answer is pretty much none. So yeah, basically you get to build with a really bizarre set of things, and they're not necessarily things that are hard to get, but they're things that you have to get in bizarre ways. Like again, a netherrack's a weird one, ice is a weird one. Getting obsidian, like getting it efficiently, is kind of a strange one, but it can actually, do you some favors, getting rid of lava and stuff. Yeah, basically getting all these resources is a interesting task, and it means you get to do stuff in Minecraft you don't normally do. Again, if you're just mining underground looking for stone, or you're shoveling above ground looking for dirt or sand, that's kind of a normal task that you do a lot of the time in Survival. But when you're looking for netherrack, and when you're looking for obsidian in particular, it's just a very different experience that I kind of like as a change of pace. Like, when I'm kind of bored of doing everything else in the world, I like to go, mine some obsidian and get this farm going a little bit more, and I think that's something that maybe you should do too. So yeah, just one more time, by the way, this farm actually isn't finished. It is like, it's in the process of being finished. But yeah, the second reason you need a gold farm is because it's a fun way to work with different resources that I think can really mix up your survival game in a way that you don't normally get to do. So yeah, second reason, get to use different resources, which I think is pretty cool by itself. But moving on to the third reason, which is to do with the fact that the gold itself, so you saw right there, I got a gold ingot when I killed, gold nugget, sorry, when I killed one of those zombie pigmen, and if I kill another one, because one's about to drop down, then I'll get another one, and so on and so forth. This farm gives me maybe like a gold ingot every 3 minutes. It's pretty slow so far, but even at that rate, you gotta bear in mind, that's like, if I just go AFK for an hour, that's like a whole gold ingot. And bear in mind, gold is one of the more valuable blocks in the game. So yeah, basically the reward of this, the gold, is one of the most important things you can get, because it allows you to do so much more in your Minecraft Survival. So yeah, there's a few reasons for this. The first one is that if you have a carrot and you surround it by gold ingots, you get a golden carrot. Bear in mind, the golden carrot is the best food in the game, especially for survival. If you're doing any survival, if you can have golden carrots, that's just an amazing way of showing, yeah, I conquered the game so much, now I use gold for food. It's a cool thing like that. But the second reason is because you can make powered rails. So if you have, let's say, a rail system, then you can make the rail system go faster by entirely covering it in powered rails, which means you then need less iron too. So yeah, having, a ridiculous amount of gold not only is great because you can just show off that, yeah, I eat the best food in the game, but it's also great because you can make so many useful resources. You can make a clock if you want to. You can make all these things out of gold that otherwise take up a really valuable, really limited resource, which is, of course, the gold ingot. So yeah, that is a pretty cool thing. You might not have known about the gold farm. You get to, have the best food in the game, as well as the best type of rail, and you just get to combine that stuff. So yeah, as soon as that one drops down, we'll kill him, I swear. Let's move on from that to the third, interesting thing about a gold farm that means you should need one. The fourth one, which is because gold blocks. So bear in mind, we've got 9 ingots right here, made from our little gold nuggets. But bear in mind, gold blocks, this thing right here. So I don't know why I'm showing you in case like you haven't seen it, but the gold block is one of the coolest ways of showing wealth in the game. Again, if you don't want to show wealth by being like, yeah, I eat golden carrots, then you want to just like have it in your house somewhere. If you build anything from blocks of gold, it just looks amazing. I think if you, in my giant castle, I've got a throne made from gold, and it's just a way of showing off, like, yeah, I'm doing pretty well at this Minecraft thing because I use I use gold as a decoration now. And if you have a farm that's efficient enough, or even if you don't, even if you just leave it going AFK long enough and you get a bunch of it, there's 2 zombies up there. Come on, fall down. But yeah, even if you just have it go on for a long time, if you build with these gold blocks, it's just a way of showing wealth in a way that's a really cool way to, again, you get all the fun of working on a project, but then at the end, you get to show off, like, just how well that project's done. Whereas, you know, if I try and show off my sugarcane farm, so again, I have an insane sugarcane farm too, just over there, trying to show that off, I'd be like, oh yeah, look in the chests, they're just filled with sugarcane. This you can show off visually, you can show off in your food, you can show off in so many different ways, which I think is pretty great. So yes, that's the 4th reason I think you need a gold farm. It means you get to show off, and who doesn't like showing off in Minecraft, regardless of, you know, the context. So with that said, let's move on to the final reason I think you need a gold farm, which is honestly for fun reasons. So yeah, you know, besides the project being fun, besides the results being fun, besides the process of getting the different resources being fun, I think, you know, you get lots of rare drops, and you get lots of opportunities to just do lots of goofy stuff you couldn't otherwise do without a gold farm. Because bear in mind, mining for gold is a tedious, long process that a lot of people would rather avoid, so you're not going to do this normally. But if you have a gold farm, it just kind of pours in by default, and maybe you'd have it automated, so they're like, they're in hoppers and stuff, then let's say you get a bunch of, you know, gold nuggets, you're also going to get yourself a bunch of gold swords. They're one of the things this drops, which means you can get a bunch of weird stuff going on, like you can have a gold sword fight, or if you want, you just use a gold sword all the time, because, you know, a diamond sword is good, but running around with a gold sword, there's just something kind of interesting feeling about this. Like, doesn't this seem to fit a little bit better? It doesn't actually work better, but it feels cooler. You can make a golden hoe if you want to, just be like, yeah, let's play around with that. Make golden armor, because, again, bear in mind, gold tools actually get better enchantments too, but yeah, you can do all this weird stuff that you would never want to do in a regular survival, and that's why I really like the gold farm. It's a fun build by itself that's fun to get the resources for, at least in my opinion, or it's different, I would say. It's different to get the resources for. It gives you so many good rewards, and even if you don't care about any of those rewards, even if you just want to have, you know, goof around a little bit, then you end up getting a lot of weird stuff that you can just kind of unlock the potential of. Like, you'd never make yourself a gold sword, but using the ones the zombie pigmen drop, I mean, it seems wasteful not to, right? They'll just sit here otherwise. You know, for instance, you know, if you make yourself some gold armor, you can be like, oh, look how fancy. Wait, actually, let's do that right now. You can be like, look how fancy I look. Wait, let's so, you know, we can make some leggings from this, go the diamond chest plate. It's just something most people don't get to do, and you could be one of the few who does by just being like, yeah, let's waste some gold in it. Oh yeah, look how good my gold trousers go, my diamond chest plate works so well, right? But yeah, that's a cool little thing that I really love about the gold farm. So yeah, hopefully this video has convinced you to start the gold farm. If it has, bear in mind, I have a tutorial video on my channel about how to make one, so maybe that will be useful to you. If it hasn't, then I guess let me know in the comments down below why you think that no, gold farm's still not going to be for you. Otherwise, like if you did like it, share if you really likes it, and subscribe if you're new around here. I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Do just keep in mind before I say anything else here that yeah, this gold farm isn't finished, but it is a work in progress that I think is going some pretty good places in the future. I do intend to make this a much bigger thing, and also I intend to lower the floor a little bit so that they will be 1 hit to kill. You've noticed in this video it's like 2 or 3 hits to kill, so I have to use a real sword. That's actually like a flaw in it. I guess I miscounted or something changed, because it used to be 1 hit to kill. So yeah, that's something that I will be changing. I'll be lowering the floor to make it so it's always 1 hit to kill, because then not only do you get the gold nuggets and the gold swords and the rotten flesh, everyone's favorite thing, you also get access to XP. So yeah, that's something I'll do in the future. You might see it in the Let's Play, but for now, I hope you all enjoyed the video, because I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye!